Hi, I'm Zoe, and on the surface, my life probably looks perfect. I get straight A's. I'm the president of the student council. Teachers always use my essays as examples, and I literally got voted most likely to rule the world in the yearbook last semester. At school, people treat me like I'm some kind of flawless, glowy golden girl. And I won't lie, I do work hard. I stay up late studying, I always raise my hand in class, and I say please and thank you even when I'm ordering fries. To the outside world, I'm that girl. The one who has it all together. The one with the color-coded planner, inspirational quotes on her locker, and a life plan spreadsheet on her laptop. But here's what no one sees. Every day after school, I trade my blazer for something completely ridiculous. I become a slice of pepperoni pizza. Yup, foam suit, googly eyes, fake cheese, and all. Why? Because I have a secret job. Every evening, while everyone else is doing homework or chilling with friends, I put on a giant pizza costume and stand outside Tony's Pizza Palace holding a buy one get one free sign and trying not to get hit by flying soda cans from passing cars. I dance, I wave at strangers, I do kickflips with a cardboard sign. Okay, once. It was more of a stumble and fall situation. Sometimes kids laugh at me. One time, a little boy screamed, "It's alive!" and ran away crying. Another time, a raccoon chased me 3 blocks and bit the tip of my costume pepperoni. It's humiliating. It's sweaty. It's itchy in weird places. And it's completely necessary. See, my mom owns a bakery. Not one of those trendy, Instagrammable places with pink neon signs and 10 cupcakes. No, it's a tiny corner bakery that smells like cinnamon and old dreams. She pours her whole heart into it. But things haven't been going well. She's been struggling to pay rent. Some days, we barely break even. And even though she tries to act like everything's fine singing while kneading dough, humming old songs, smiling through her exhaustion, I can see it. The late nights, the worry in her eyes when she thinks I'm not looking, the way she checks the mailbox like it might explode. So, I made a decision. I secretly got a job at Tony's. I knew Mom would never agree, she's proud. She wants me to focus on school, on my future. But I couldn't just sit back and watch her burn herself out. So now, every weekday from 6 to 9, I become Pizza Girl. No one at school knows. Not my teachers, not my best friend, definitely not my crush who, by the way, thinks I spend my afternoons tutoring underprivileged kids or something. I told everyone I have extracurricular commitments, which isn't technically a lie. I just leave out the part where my extracurricular activity involves yelling, "2 for Tuesday," at passing traffic. I figured I could keep this secret forever. Hide my double life like a superhero. Or a weird food mascot version of Hannah Montana. But then, one night, just as I was mid-spin holding a greasy coupon flyer, he walked by, and everything changed. At first, I didn't recognize him. I mean, it's hard to recognize anyone when your vision is blocked by a mesh screen inside a giant foam pizza slice. But then I heard the voice. Low, casual, a little amused.
Zoe!
My soul left my body. I peeked through the eye holes, and there he was, standing right there. Gray hoodie, messy dark hair, that stupidly cute smirk. Ethan Miller, the guy I'd had a low-key, okay high-key crush on since forever. He was in my debate class, smart, chill, the kind of guy who somehow made flannel shirts look like high fashion. And now he was staring at me like I was a walking fever dream made of carbs.
Is that you?
He asked, tilting his head like he was trying to make sense of it. You know? I blurted. Great. Brilliant. A+ comeback, Zoe. I tried to turn around and flee, but I tripped over the curb and landed flat on my pepperoni. He laughed. Not like a jerk, more like he couldn't help it. And honestly, I was laughing too, out of pure panic. He offered me a hand. I hesitated for, like, half a second, then took it. Once I was up, he raised an eyebrow.
You moonlight as a pizza?
I volunteer, I said weakly, to raise awareness. For, local cheese. Smooth. So smooth. Someone get me a scholarship in lying. He looked at me for a moment. Then he just grinned.
I like it.
He said.
Very. You.
Wait, what? I blinked. You mean weird?
No,
He said.
I mean real.
Real. That word stuck in my head for the rest of the shift. Even after he walked away, waving casually like nothing about that encounter was remotely insane. The next day at school, I was a nervous wreck. I kept expecting someone to yell across the hall, "Hey, Pizza Girl!" Or for Ethan to pull out his phone and show the whole class some embarrassing video he took of me falling into a bush while dressed like a topping. But nothing happened. He didn't tell anyone, not a single word. In fact, during lunch, he actually sat next to me in the library. We'd never talked that much before, just the usual nice argument today or I liked your points. But this time, we talked about everything. Music, siblings, weird childhood fears. He used to be terrified of garden gnomes. I even confessed I sometimes alphabetize my books for fun. And he didn't laugh. He just smiled like that somehow made perfect sense. That became our thing. Every few days, we'd bump into each other accidentally on purpose. He'd walk me home, ask how my pizza activism was going. He never made fun of it, never asked more than I was willing to tell. It was safe and nice and honestly, kinda magical. But, of course, nothing good stays simple for long. Because just when I started to let my guard down, thinking maybe this whole secret double life thing wasn't so bad, someone else found out. And this time, it wasn't someone I trusted. It started with a photo. A blurry shot of me mid-dance, holding the coupon sign, costume slightly lopsided, one pepperoni flopping off the side. Posted anonymously to the school gossip account. Caption: Pizza Queen? Is that Zoe Parker? By third period, the whole school had seen it. My phone blew up with texts. OMG, is this you? Tell me this is Photoshop, lol. Zoe? I wanted to melt into the floor. Scratch that I wanted the floor to open up and swallow me whole. Pepperoni and all. I tried to play it cool. Laughed it off. Said, wow, some people have too much time. But inside, I was crumbling. I imagined the headlines. Perfect girl turns out to be greasy pizza mascot. Miss President or Miss Pepperoni? The worst part? Ethan didn't say anything. He didn't even look at me that day. No smile, no wink, no casual hey pizza girl. Just silence. By the end of the day, I was done. I marched straight to the alley behind Tony's, ripped off the foam head, and told my boss I quit. Tony, sweet old guy with mustard stains on every shirt, looked confused.
You sure, kid? You're the only one who doesn't run away when it rains.
I'm sure, I said, trying not to cry. When I got home, Mom was at the kitchen table, surrounded by bills. She looked up.
You okay?
And for the first time in weeks, I told the truth. I told her everything. The job, the costume, the lies, the crush. I expected her to be mad, or hurt, or disappointed. Instead, she got up, walked over, and hugged me.
$12 an hour in that ridiculous thing?
She said softly.
You must really love me.
That's when I did cry. She offered to talk to the school, to help clear things up, but I told her no. It was my mess. I had to fix it. The next morning, I stood in front of the school assembly. Hands shaking, voice trembling, but I did it. I told them the truth. I've always tried to be perfect, but the truth is, my family's been struggling, and I didn't want anyone to know. So I took a job, a silly, sweaty, pizza sign twirling job. Not because I'm ashamed, but because I'm proud of what I was trying to protect. Silence. Then someone clapped. Then more. Then the whole gym erupted in applause. Afterward, people came up to me. Some told me I was brave. Others admitted they had their own secrets. One girl whispered, "My dad lost his job. I've been scared too." It felt like a weight lifted. But there was still one person I hadn't talked to. I found Ethan by the lockers. "You saw the post," I said, and you didn't say anything. He looked at me and shrugged.
You were already handling it.
Pause. Then,
But for the record, you're the coolest pizza slice I've ever seen.
I laughed. That's the weirdest compliment I've ever gotten. He smiled.
Then let me try again.
And right there, in the middle of the hallway, in front of a poster that said Respect Week, he kissed me on the cheek. Not dramatic, not perfect, just real. And for the first time in a long time, I didn't care about being perfect, because I finally understood. Being real is way better.